After two stand your ground cases in the past 2 months, Lee County authorities are issuing a reminder to gun owners tonight. If you use a gun to defend yourself, make sure you know what you're doing and the consequences. WGEM's Blake Salmon has more from Lee County.
If you're going to go to that level of force, if you're willing to do that, you should know what the repercussions are in case things go afoul.
Lee County Sheriff Stacy Weber says all Iowa gun owners should get very familiar with Code 704, or the state's Stand Your Ground law.
The last thing you want to do is want to try to protect yourself and make a mistake, and then you could be held criminally for actions that at the time you thought were okay.
Lee County Attorney Ross Braden says the code allows Iowans to pull a firearm on someone and use force in a situation where one reasonably fears and believes it's necessary to avoid injury or a risk of life. But he says it has its limits.
It's not a green light either just to pull guns and start shooting at people. It's intended for your protection. It should be a last resort.
He says whether or not it gets applied depends on the specific situation. For example, Braden says his office originally charged 19-year-old Wade Lee Schaefer with attempted murder for shooting 19-year-old Zachariah Rains in Fort Madison on March 20th. But he says they dropped the charge after determining Schaefer was not the aggressor and was just defending himself. Weber says it's much better to be safe than sorry.
Don't wonder. Don't go on Facebook and research it. Find the code, find the actual Iowa code, read it for yourself.
Blake Salmon, WGEM News, Keokuk.